Sorry about my hair. Sorry about being late. I was on grad. I didn't take time out to brush out my hair. And I was doing my nails. Hi, Luke. Glad to see you, buddy. You just kind of jumping around on live streams today, aren't you? Should have brought my water in here, but I was in a hurry to get this going, where I'm a little late on it. I was trying to hurry up and finish my nails. I was thinking I'd get them done in time. Oh, that's okay. Life happens. Sure don't want anybody stopping their life just for my live streams. That it doesn't work that way. Hope I end up being just as successful as Terry was last night and Grandpa is right now. It would be cool. I have never gone that far on my live streams. The both of them just knocking it out of the ballpark. It's easy to stay busy. Okay. Whoever comes in, hold on. I am getting my water. I've got to get my water. I need water. Had to go get my water. Whoever popped in. Sorry you didn't see anything at first. Hey, Dylan. Well, actually, you're not late. You're not late. Only 4 minutes in, so it's good. Your sister told a little secret that I didn't know. Actually, I guess it wasn't a secret. It was just something I took for granted. I found out that Blair is your middle name because we was all thinking that your last name was Blair. And so we called Savannah Blair, and she said, that's actually my brother's middle name. My name is Ebert. I thought, alrighty then, I got that. Because, see, on Facebook where you've got Ebert, I was thinking Ebert would have been your middle name. So she kind of lined that up for us. I think you'd left Terry's live stream by the time she discovered that Twilight Warrior is a woman. she had thought long that Twilight Warrior was a man, so she found out that she's a lady, and she was asking if anybody else knew that Twilight Warrior was a lady. I didn't say a thing. I knew that it was a lady, but I didn't say a thing. She already felt bad the way it was. I see. Well, actually, I think using Dylan Blair works a lot better. I think that works a whole lot better. Do you feel the same way about your last name as Savannah does? And she said she does not like her last name, at least to sound it out, and so she chooses to just go by Savannah Elise. I'm expecting Julian to come in. He had already left a comment on my pre-video that he was going to be thinking of some questions. Uh, yes, sometimes we can't help what we're given, can we? Can't help what we're given. Is Savannah going to be able to make it in? Yep. And neither did your brother. But it's still good. He came in at 4 minutes in, and it's only 8 minutes in for you. So it's all good. That's where it pays to give the short video beforehand. Yeah, me too. Everybody seems to be getting notified of Grandpa's and of Terry's whenever they throw theirs, and nobody gets it for mine. You think YouTube's up to something? YouTube knows I'm going to make it, don't they? They know I'm going to, and they're doing everything they can to stop it. I got thinking this morning, I'm going to do YouTube like I own it. I'm just going to keep throwing them out there. Do you know I've got over 800 videos? I've got over 800 videos. I think I've got like 802, maybe 802 or something like that videos out. Yeah, I just keep putting them out there. Uh-huh. But I'm finding where I've been doing the outdoor videos here lately, and just going to different places. Um, I actually enjoy doing those more than I do indoor vlogs. I I end up getting the biggest thrill of just going out and showing things off. I guess that's the adventurous part of me. And so I just keep trusting that God's going to keep showing me another place to go to. That way it never gets boring, it never gets old, and it doesn't dry up. I was thinking about that on the way back from the place that I done a video on today. How much I just enjoy doing those kind of videos. I know. And I in my video today when I was out filming, I went into an antique store, and of course, like any other time, the cashier, proprietor, whoever it was, said, "Hi." I said, "Hi, I'm here taking pictures, and I'm going to bring business to you. And I'm putting you on YouTube." She smiled real big. But when a person can do that for a place, they can literally bring business to them. Well, I know as I was leaving, because I didn't buy a darn thing, not anything. I was in there taking the pictures, like I said. And as I left, she said, "Thank you." I said, "You're very welcome." So I don't know how long it'll take for it to bring her business, but one of these days she'll become famous just for that. Really did have a whole lot of beautiful knickknacks in there, though. Really cool stuff. And I didn't get all the pictures that I could have got there. It would have been possibly a 30-minute long video on its own if I'd just done her store alone. They are cool, aren't they? My goodness. And seeing and just some of the things you would think no longer even exist, and there it is. It's just, I love them. And there's another antique shop that I'm wanting to go film. They had so much jewelry there. Beautiful, beautiful jewelry. And glassware. Oh my gosh. I'm anxious to see the other shop that I'm going to be going to, see if they've got cool stuff as well. I would love to see Victorian style dresses and Victorian style furniture. If I could find a place like that, that would be so neat. I would just like, wow. I would do a video on that in a heartbeat if I could find a place like that. And not just be in a museum, but a shop that you could actually buy it from. Not that I could ever buy it because I'd say it'd be expensive, but still, that would be something I would love to see. I am big on Victorian style things. I love the old Victorian type buggies and cars and dresses and furniture. Yeah. I need to pull that up and see if there's a place close around. Anyway, my hair is an absolute mess because you can't go anywhere here in Texas and keep a nice hairdo. You just can't. Not unless you use an entire can of hairspray, which I prefer not to because my scalp becomes a mess with it. So I'm trying to not use any chemicals on my hair. Yeah, I am going to be looking online and see if there's anything close around that possibly I can get into. There is a museum that it's possible that they've got Victorian type stuff in it. So, but me and hubby we're going to tomorrow. We've got to go get the car registered, and I told him for us to drive around and find where that's located. So if I get a more precise spot on that, I should be able to do that before long. I wanted to do it the other day when I done the Texas Ranger Museum, but they had moved to location, and the original place that it was at was no longer up for tours. It was such a beautiful, beautiful place. Used to be a captain's mansion, and then they turned it into a museum, and they just, I don't know, maybe people was tearing the place up and they wanted to preserve it or something. It was beautiful. So very beautiful. I would love to see the inside of it, but since they're not doing tours, there goes that. Yeah, really. Um, I like museums in general. There's, I'm not big on art museums. I'm not very big on art museums, but museums of other nature I pretty well like. I don't know why. I mean, I think art's cool. I think it's beautiful and stuff, statues, paintings, all that. But I'm not into the museums. They just, I don't know. They don't, they don't tickle my fancy so much. I went to one particular, and of course they had all the paintings and statues. And then they had one ring that was specifically for China. So you entered in the circle entryway, and then you went on in, and it showed like the pretty little shoes that the women wore and other things like that. The only thing that stood out was that gateway and those shoes. Everything else that was in that China section, I don't know, completely on mine. Well, what one have you been to? I'm gonna have to start putting on my on my shout out videos that come the time that I announce. Go on ahead to my channel and see if it shows that I'm live streaming instead of waiting for notification. Because Julian wanted to come in. He said he wanted to come in. I bet he's waiting for notification. So that's what I'm going to start putting in my videos. That if you, when the time comes, go to my channel, see if I'm streaming. Oh, wow. There's one in Houston that I'm wanting to go to. Me and hubby's talking about going down to the Houston area so that we can meet up with Terry in Circles. And he said about, well, I remembered him saying that there was a Holocaust museum in Houston. And I told him I wanted to go see it. There is one really cool museum in Columbus, Ohio that has everything. Everything. It's a science museum, but it's got like 3 floors to it, I think. And so they do other exhibits besides just science. It is a really, really neat museum, and it's huge. It is about the neatest museum I've ever gone to. You go into the entryway, and like you go up a ramp and you see different things like from NASA, and then you go into the administration lobby where you pay for your tickets, and in the center of the floor is a natural swinging pendulum. It's not motorized or anything, it's just swinging according to the motion of the earth. And it is so cool. It is a huge pendulum. Oh, really? Yeah, about the Holocaust. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I really do want to go see that. My son got to. He I think it was last year he was telling me that they had a Holocaust survivor come in and talk about the Holocaust. And so that I really was tickled to know that they had done that in his school because they're trying to cover all that up, trying to say it never happened and everything. So when he said that they brought one in to talk to them, I thought that was very good of them. I would say so. I've read Corey Ten Boone's book, and yeah, it's hard. And I can just imagine if hubby manages to get me to the Holocaust Museum in Houston. I hope I've got a good package of tissue with me because I've got a feeling I'm going to be crying. Definitely, most definitely. I hope we get to. Unfortunately, it's in downtown, and hubby hates going through downtown. He said we're going to get us a taxi if we go there. So I don't like driving around Houston at all. It is a wreck. I'm glad you got to go too. I'd say that's an experience that you will never forget. And there's a lot of places that I'm wanting to go visit. I'm wanting to start getting out, literally be adventurous. Boy, my nails are not the prettiest that I have done in a while. But I was in a hurry, so I couldn't rightfully do them the way I prefer. I agree. When I had first heard of a Holocaust museum, I think I might have been in my mid 20s when I first heard that there was one, and I've wanted to go ever since. I didn't know where any was, but I knew that there was. So, yeah, I definitely hope that we get to do that. Wish there was a way that I could scream out to everybody, come on, chat's open, get in here. Oh my goodness. Grandpa, the last time they said he had reached up to 21 viewers at the same time, 21 people being in the chat. And I think Terry had made it to like 16 viewers in the chat last night. I think 16 was the most she had made it in the chat last night. I asked Terry what was her formula. I was going to start copying her. Where'd you go, Dylan? Your sister shows up, starts yakking, and you go silent. Where you at, boy? Oh, really? Do you think I should? And I know that Julian was wanting to come in. I know, that's what it's showing me. And there's 6 likes. So where'd the people go that gave me the likes? Because so far I've only got 3 written down. Oh, what would I have to lose, right? All right. Be watching my channel and be standing by. We'll give this a shot. Oh, okay. Well, I'm restarting it. Savannah suggested I try that and maybe the notifications will get out. So be watching for the new stream to pop up. I'll see you in a bit.